ॐ ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ॐ
गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
मूर्तिभेदविभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना भवतु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
ॐ
पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवतां नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
व्यासेन ग्रथितं पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्।
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्।
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तं विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे
सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी
दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टारुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितानान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
आश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रितायाश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं
त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टारुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान्
सकलानभीष्टान्
त्वामाश्रितानान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रितायाश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्तिसमन्विते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोऽस्तुते
भयेभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते
रोगानशेषानपहंसि तुष्टारुष्टातु कामान् सकलानभीष्टान् त्वामाश्रितानान्न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
त्वामाश्रितानां न विपन्नराणां त्वामाश्रिता ह्यश्रयतां प्रयान्ति
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
सर्वाबाधा प्रशमनं त्रैलोक्यस्याखिलेश्वरी
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
एवमेव त्वया कार्यम् अस्मद्वैरिविनाशनम्
सुहृन्मित्रार्युदासीन मध्यस्थद्वेष्य बन्धुषु
रन्मित्रार्युदासीन
मध्यस्थद्वेषबन्धुषु
मध्यस्थद्वेषबन्धुषु
साधुष्वपि च पापेषु
साधुष्वपि
साधुष्वपि
समबुद्धिर्विशिष्यते
समबुद्धिर्विशिष्यते
योगी युञ्जीत सततम्
योगी युञ्जीत सततम्
आत्मानं रहसि स्थितः
आत्मानं रहसि स्थितः
एकाकीयत चित्तात्मा
एकाकीयतचित्तात्मा
निराशीरपरिग्रहः
निराशीरपरिग्रहः
शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य
शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य
स्थिरमासनमात्मनः
स्थिरमासनमात्मनः
नात्युच्छ्रितं नातिनीचम्
नात्युच्छ्रितं
चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरम्
चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरम्
The qualification of yogi, one who would like to sit in meditation, Bhagavan has described in 9th verse. He says, a person who has samabuddhi. Samabuddhi means same mind. Among suhrun, well-wisher, without any expectation, one who helps everyone. Mitra, conditional helper, well-wisher. If you help them, they get back to us. Ari, there is one Ari is here. Enemy. Without any reason, one may be enemy with us. Udasina, one who never take part, indifferent person. Madhyastha, one who is help. If two parties is fighting, one can be arbitrator. Dveshya, one who is deserved to be hated. Bandhu, relatives. Sadhushu, these all are in 7th case with reference to sadhushu, with reference to all good people. One who is always ready to help others. Sadhanoti parasya karyam. And last one is papeshu. Here papa is not sin, but a person who commit papa. So papeshu means papishu. Among all, Gnani has samabuddhi. That person is vishishyate. The Vishishyate we have taken is the most exalted, but Shankaracharya ji says there is another meaning, Vimuchyate. If person has same buddhi among all people, they have never hatred, no attachment, that person is Vimuchyate. That person is released from all bondage. That we have seen yesterday. Let's see, first this Samabuddhir Visheshyate, that's beautiful. That person never thinks, Kaha, who is he? Kaha means who is he? Kim karma. Which type of karma, activity that person does, that of Vyapruta Buddhi. Vyapruta means spread, involved. But Avyapruta means one whose mind is never involved. Nowadays, Vyapruta Buddhi, we can say, is a gossip Buddhi. You know, always we keep on gossiping, but Avyapruta means one who doesn't have this such Buddhi, that person is considered as a Atmagyani. And we have seen the best mantra in Ishavasya Upanishad. This is very beautiful Upanishad. yastu sarvani bhutani atmani eva pashyati. There is a two side. Yastu sarvani bhutani atmani eva pashyatu. Yaha means a person, one who sees all beings in oneself. Atmani means in oneself. Sarvani bhutani means all being in oneself. And at the same time, oneself is seeing in sarva bhuteshu, in all being. Always it says there is a both side. I am in all being and all beings are in me. Why this always repetition? Even in 6th chapter it will come. I am in all beings are in me. If this line is good enough, but always Bhagwan says both sides. Why, I can say, suppose I can say Gujarat is in India. Because I am living in Gujarat, I can say Gujarat in India, but can I say India is in Gujarat? We can't say, because India is very vast. But Gujarat is India is correct. But here we can say all people are in me and I am in all people. So both sides, if we understand, otherwise this what we say Vishishta Advait or Dvaita, this is good enough. They say I am in Ishvara, but Ishvara cannot become me. This is our problem. But when say both are in one same, then this confusion will go. So both sides always in mantra, they have given always both sides. All beings are in me and I am in all beings. This is, Gujarat is in India is correct, but India cannot be in Gujarat. This is wrong. Same way we can see I am in Ishvara, but all Ishvara cannot be in all beings because I am Papi. I am something. How can Ishvara can be inside? So that's why we always say no. But if person is Jnanam, he says both is complete. I am in Ishvara, Ishvara is in me. That will come in this chapter only. So that person considered as most exalted. But Shankaracharya says there is another Pathantaram. There is one view also. It is not Vishishyate, but in spite of Vishishyate, there is a one other verb, Vimuchyate. That person is already liberated. Such people, one who has that same mind among all people. And Samabuddhi, we have seen, the meaning is one who doesn't have mind, keep on judging. That person has non-judgmental mind. Whatever that person, let it be, accept it. That's why I have kept this. I have said there are main 5 topics in this 6th chapter. First one we have seen from 1 to 5 is Samanya Sadhanani, as Shankaracharya ji says, Bahiranga Sadhanani. That we have seen. Now starts Vishesha Sadhanani, or we can say Antaranga Sadhanani. This Bahiranga means how to live a life one would like to sit in meditation. But Antaranga Sadhanani means a person who is prepared for meditation, but before going into the meditation, immediately which steps to be followed. It's called Antaranga. Now Bhagwan will discuss that points. Yesterday we have seen total 8 points to be followed before sitting in meditation. Desha means place, where to sit. Kalaha, time, at what time we can sit. Asanaha, which type of asana we can use for sitting in meditation. Our body posture should be like what? Prana samyam, our breathing should be normal, slow, and the same. Indriya nigraha, we should be mastered of our senses, we should be mastered of our mind. And last one is we should be firm conviction why I am sitting in meditation. These all 8 steps will come, and that we have seen. This I would like, because prana samyam, breathing and thoughts are interconnected. If we are disturbed from our mind, our breathing will be disturbed. Our breathing will be abnormal. If our breathing is abnormal, thoughts are also disturbed. But if breathing is normal, our thoughts are not disturbed. That's why breathing is very helpful a person who sits in meditation. So prana samyam. Prana apanav samaha krutva. It will come. Mano nigraha buddhi nishchaya. Now we were seeing this. Yogi yunjit. This is the main sentence. This is only this much. Yogi means meditator. Yunjit. Really meaning means yunjit means should be united. One should united with what? So in meditation, whatever be our object of meditation. If we are bhakta, devotee, our object of meditation can be Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, Lord Shiva, anyone. Same way, if we are Vedanti, so our topic of meditation may be, I'm not body, mind, sense complex. But yunjit means we should unite. But unite with what? The topic of meditation. But these others are adjective of yogi. What is yogi should, how it should be. Rahasya sthitah yogi, ekaki yogi, yat chittatma yogi, nirashihi yogi, aparigraha yogi. And satatam means always. Atmanam means oneself. So that's why Anvaya we have seen yogi means meditator, ekaki, alone, rahasya sthitah. These all are qualification. Rahasya sthitah, ekaki, yat chittatma, nirashihi, aparigrahi, such person, satatam, atmanam, oneself, yunjit, should always unite with the object of meditation. So first we will take the word yogi. So what is the meaning of yogi? So in Shankaracharya ji, he didn't read much, but in the Shankaranandi, he says the meaning of yogi, we can take it sannyasi. Because always when we receive all sannyasi, there is one parampara. We always change na karmana na prajaya. In that sannyasa yogat yataya shuddha sattva. So this yogi, how he become yogi? Sannyasa yogat. That's why we can take yogi as a sannyasi. But Shankaranandi says we can take as a one's whose mind, chittam is mind, remain in Brahmani, remain Brahma, sthapayati, means one who establish one's own mind in Brahman. That person also considered as a yogi. So here we can take is any gruhastha, can be yogi. And I have just first verse, I think second verse. Bhagavan says, Anashrita karma phalam karya karma karoti yaha sa sannyasi cha yogi cha. And in this verse, first verse only, Bhagavan says, this karma yogi considered as a yogi. One who has given up the result of action and still a person who is keep on doing to be done activities, that person considered as a yogi, and that person is also sannyasi. So the meaning of yogi is this, not only sannyasi, but karma yogi. And even another definition, same Bhagavan is given here, nahi asanyasta sankalpah yogi bhavati kaschana. This is in second verse, Bhagavan says, Kaschit, anyone, Kaschan, anyone cannot become a yogi. Yogi na bhavati. Anyone cannot become a yogi without giving up the source of desire. A sannyasta sankalpa. Sankalpa we have seen, the source of desire, that person cannot be become meditator. So when Bhagavan has used yogi, so what is the meaning of yogi? So this Gruhastha, one who lives a life of karma yoga, and a person who has given up all source of desire. This is called yogi. Ekaki. The meaning is one only. There is when we sit in meditation, we should not need any company. Let we sit meditate together. A person always should be alone. That's why in that Shankaranandi, when we would like to do tapas, then one person is only good enough. But one who would like to study, adhyayi, then dvihi. Iti nyayane. This is a nyaya. Swa atirikta jana shunyatvam vivakshitam. The meaning of vivakshitam is always it is expected. What? Shunyatvam means rahitam. Without atirikta jana. Without any people is expected while sitting in meditation. And if people are, then what will happen? So he says, janantare. The meaning of janantare means among the people. If person is sitting among the people for meditation, what will happen? Vaga vyapara prasaktyah. They were always indulged in talking. Vaga vyapara means they keep on talking. And if the person is keep on talking, then dhyana nishtha bhanga. Then the commitment to the meditation cannot be possible. That's why a person should be always alone. And I would like to say, this is meditation is appointment with oneself. The definition of meditation is, this is the time appointment with oneself, because always we are busy to give a time to others. We don't have time to stay with us, to live with us. Only in meditation it can be with us. This is a self appointment with oneself. So always it should be ekaki. Rahasi sthitaha. Rahas, that will come, no? Rahasi means in secluded place. A yogi, where should he stay? Sthitaha, also considered as a passive participle. He should be remained in where? In secluded place. And always it is given traditionally, rahasi means ekante, and where it would be giri, on the top of mountain, guha, inside the cave, sthitaha. A person should live. Nobody is living nowadays. So what they would like to convey, during meditation, nobody should around. It's called secluded. I would say, even in spite of living in our home, we can be ekaki. In spite of living in our home, we can be rasistita. It can be possible. Even I say always, ekaki, they translate is a alone. And there is another word in English is lonely. Here the meaning of ekaki means alone. Loneliness is a negative. I'm alone. I feel loneliness, but we can enjoy aloneness. So ekaki means aloneness, not loneliness. So rahasisthitaha yata chittatma. So yata means is a master. Whenever yata comes, is a master. Master of what? Chitta Here it is written as a Antakaranam, and Atma is a physical body. A person who would like to sit in meditation should be master of one's own mind and one's own body. It's in classical definition, Shankaracharya has given Chittam Antakaranam. What is the meaning of Chittam? Is our Antakaranam, our subtle body, and Atma Deha. This here word is used, Atma is equal to Deha, Sanyato Yasya. When it is the master of both of them, then it's called Yata Chittatma. In Shankaracharya is written, Vasanaya. Because of our longing, here the meaning of Vasana, because of our longing or because of our desire, whatever desire, tat tat mind, tat tat vyaprutehe. Our antakaran goes there. Vyaprute means our mind goes there. But what person should do? Nigruhito chittam. A person should be bring back our mind. Chittam. It's called Yata Chittatma. So Niruddha Deha Indriya Sanghata. So in short, they say our mind and our body should be under control, or we should be a master of our body, mind, sense complex. But Pujya Swamiji always likes, whenever Chittam comes, he says this is unconscious. According to Pujya Swamiji, Chittam is equal to unconscious. Here also, in home study, he says Chittam is equal to memories. Because in unconscious, our painful memories are stored. So it says Chittam is equal to memory, and usually past memories are always disturbed. And when it disturbed, while sitting in the meditation, while we sit in meditation, and then this past, and very interesting, if you have noticed, we always remember what is we have suffered in past. We never remember what we have enjoyed. If we go in somewhere, for outing, and if we have some problem we have faced, so always we keep on telling how much problem we have faced, but we never tell how much we have enjoyed. So what is painful is always stored in our mind. This is Chittam is equal to memories. We always store in mind. So when we sit in meditation and our eyes are closed and we have withdrawn everything, our body, sense organs we have withdrawn, our body we kept relaxed. So what is left out? So only memories. When we are totally relaxed, these memories are surface. And when it surface, it disturbed us. According to Pujya Swamiji, they always said, even memories we can take as a kashaya, according to Mandukya. But he says, if we are sitting in meditation, we are very comfortable in meditation, and suddenly my uncle has left me when I was at the age of 5. It just surfaced. Because it is stored. We feel at that time why he's clapping means anything. So all memories are stored. It comes up surface. If we can master, then it's called Yata Chittatma. And somebody may ask, how can we control? How can be a master of our memories? Only one thing we can do, let it pass. Without involved in that past memory, let it be pass. Like all flow of any river, it passing in front of us, same way that all memories should be passed. We should not entertain then memories. Again, why and why? Then we can be master. It's called Yata Chittatma. Then Nirashi. Ashi means desire. Nirashihi means Nirgata Asha Yasmat, from whom that all type of desire has gone. It's called Nirashihi. It says, whenever a person sits in meditation, most of people, they feel inside some pressure. There is a one person, they say even I cannot close my eye in meditation. It is, I cannot handle. What will happen if I can close my eye? So some pressure is inside. And why this pressure inside? Because we have too many desires. Fulfilled, unfulfilled. All desire is always at that time when we are sitting in meditation. A person should be nirashi. Because this, when we are relaxed, all desire comes and starts demanding. So at that time, person should not allow all desire. That's why person should be dispassionate, should be like a vairagi, and that person should be free from longing and should be relatively satisfied with oneself. Then only we can be cheerful. Otherwise, we always some and other question, why me? Why me? I would like to do, but why me? So all bonding desire, even binding desire, non-binding desire should be given up. It's called nirashi. Last one is aparigraha. Parigraha means possessiveness. Aparigraha means person should be free from all possession. Just now it came in my mind, there are two types of parigraha. One, whatever objects we have, that we should give up. With reference to object, we should have a no parigraha. But parigraha in the sense of relationship also. We are very possessive of my daughter. I'm very possessive of my husband, wife, whatever. So that relationship also aparigraha. Always it says at the time of meditation, a person should be sannyasi. Sannyasi means there is a no relationship. If relationship is there, then possessiveness will come. But if there is no relationship, aparigraha, and another meaning of aparigraha means we keep on gathering many objects in our house. Maybe sannyasi also gathering so many objects. That person should be given. We can give up physically also, and we can give up also mentally also. Aparigraha. Janaka Raja has everything. King Janaka is, we can say, is a parigrahi, but still inside the mind, King Janaka was, he doesn't have any type of possessions. It's called aparigraha. These are all qualification of yogi. So having gained all type of qualification, then person sits in meditation. And how long? Bhagavan says, Satatam. Satatam means Sarvada Nitya Nirantaram. I sat for meditation last year. Now I would like to sit. It's not like that. It should be daily. It's only for 10 minutes. Let it be. But it should be continuously. It's called Satatam. Satatam Atmanam. Atmanam means one's own mind, oneself. Yunjit. Yunjit means it should be unite. And with what? The object of meditation, whatever be. But we have seen the definition of meditation, dhyanam is sajatiya pravaha, vijatiya pratyaya rahitaha, sajatiya pratyaya sahitaha, manasa vyapara. So whatever sajatiya, whatever we have chosen object is a yunjit. We have to unite with that object. And then start meditation. Now Bhagavan will describe the all criteria, where should, what time, everything. So before that 11th verse, Shankaracharya has written a good bhashyam. He says, Atha idanim, the meaning is now. Atha idanim, a person, which type of person? Yogam yunjata. A person who is connected, one who would like to sit in meditation, is called Yogam Yunjataha. For such person, Niyamaha Vaktavya. For that person, all disciplines, Niyam means all type of discipline, is said, is to be said. And why this discipline is said? So they said, is a yoga sadhana trainer. This discipline are the means of meditation. Yoga sadhana trainer. And which type of this yoga sadhana? Then he says, asana, ahar, vihar, adina. Asana means the asana on which we would like to sit. It's called asana. Ahar, which will come yukta ahar viharascha. What should we eat? What should we not eat? Even we eat too much, it is not good for meditation. If we not eat anything, it's also not good. Yukta ahar vihar. How much we have to go out, how much we have to connect with people is also yukta viharaha, adi, means etc. These all are means of meditation. These are the disciplines of Vaktavya. It will be said now. And other, what Bhagwan will say, so he says, Prapta Yoga Lakshanam. One who is comfortable in meditation. Lakshanam, the traits of the meditation. What I said, Dhyana Swarupam. What is the Swarupam of Dhyanam? That is also, Bhagwan will say, Yat Phaladicha. What is the result of meditation? If we are sitting in meditation, what is the result? Iti Vaktavya. Everything should be said. Having kept in this mind, Bhagwan says, Ataha Arabhyate. Now it's begun. Arabhyate. And it starts from where? So it says Asanam. So Tatra Asanam Eva Tavat Prathamam Uchyate. Asanam Eva. Which type of asanam we have to keep? Prathamam. In the beginning, Bhagwan starts from where? So asanam. And again also Desha, place. So 11th verse, we have already chanted. Shujo Deshe Pratisthapya Sthiram Asanam Atmanaha Na Ati Uchritam Na Ati Nicham Chaila Jina Kushottaram. In this verse, sentence is not complete. It's a half sentence. But Bhagavan says, Shucho Deshe, a person should sit, is a sacred place. Shuchi is a sacred place. Then here is Asanam. Asanam means where we are sitting, on which. That Asanam should be Sthiram. There is a one condition. Asanam should be Na Utti Uchritam. It should be not too high. Na Ati Nicham. It should not be too low. And plus Asanam should be Chaila, Ajina, Kusha, Uttaram. Uttaram means reverse. First Chail, Ajin, Kusha, and Kusha, but it should be first down below, it should be Kusha. It's the grass of mat of grass. This is Ajinam, deer skin, and Chaila means soft some cloth. So this grass mat should be last. Upon it, deer skin, and first one is cloth. On cloth we have to sit. We cannot sit on the mat of grass. It is very difficult. It's always itching. So this all Bhagwan has described. First, Shucho Deshe. Really speaking, the meaning of Shuchi, in English we can translate as Shuddhe, means it's a clean. But really speaking, it's not Shuddha and Shuchi, we cannot both are same. Clean, Shuddha we can say clean, but Shuchi is little bit different. If we go in 5-star hotel, the 5-star hotel is clean, but we can't say it's a Shuchi. We can say hygienically, we can say clean is called Shuddha, but Shuchi means which is spiritually clean. Their thoughts, we cannot think any wrong thoughts. That place considered the Shuchi. Pavitra, in we say is a sacred, is called Shuchi. But at the same time, it should be clean also, but plus it should be spiritually also clean. Both way. It's called Shuchi. So these are qualification of place. Desha means place. How would be the place? Bhagavan says Shucho Desha. That place where we should be sit should be clean. But I would say is a spiritually clean. This is written by Shankaracharya ji, Vivikte. That place should be Vivikta, means quiet. Then Shankaracharya says there are two type of quiet and clean place. One is Swabhavataha. Swabhavataha means naturally. A place can be quiet naturally. We can say if we go near the bank of Ganges, Swabhavataha, Shuchi. If we go on the top of a mountain, is a Shuchi. If we go in the forest, nobody's around, place is Shuchi. So are considered to be Swabhavataha, naturally clean and quiet. And usually nobody is there. So we can enjoy natural beauty. Natural beauty. And this natural beauty inspired us to sit in meditation. If our mind is like that, as a contemplative mind can start. And even without closing eye, we can do meditation in such place. All nature is there then. It's called Shuchodesha. But we cannot go every day on riverside. We cannot go in the mountain. We cannot on the top of mountain. We cannot go in the forest. Then which type of place? Then Shankaracharya ji says, Sanskarataha. We can clean, we can make it Shuchi by keep on doing japa. So Sanskarataha means we make it clean. That's why Shodash Sanskaraha, in our, it says, by birth all jiva are not pure. We have make it pure. It's called Sanskaraha. Same way, place is not clean. We have to make it clean by doing puja, by doing japa. Even we keep on good thoughts in our mind in one place. That place is called Shuchi, Sanskara. On that place, we can sit in meditation. Here, time is not written. At what time we should sit in meditation. But even Pujya Swamiji has mentioned, and another, what I said in Shankaranandi Bhashyam, says, the best time is when we are living in the home. Which one is the best time? When people are not awake. If people are awake in our home, they start talking, then we are disturbed. So the best time is early morning when all are sleeping. We should get up and without disturbing anyone and without disturbing, they won't disturb us, we can sit in meditation. This is the best time. Whenever people are not around, whenever relatives are not around, this time is the best time. And now asanam. On which asanam we can sit. So what is the definition of asanam? In this case, aste asmin iti asanam. Aste means to sit. In which we can sit is called asanam. Bhagavan says first, na ati uchritam, na ati nicham. Uchritam means it should be not too high. And if too high, then it is a chance of fall down. Because always is a conducive. When we sit in meditation, lights are off, our eyes are closed. There is a conducive situation to sleep. So if we are on the too high, our asanam is too high, ati uchritam, then we can fall down. So it's better we should be not that much on too much high. If somebody says, Ati Uchritam, can we take as a top of the mountain? Like Gangotri, we should go on the top of mountain and can we do meditation? Swamiji has written, we can do. It is the best place. We can sit in meditation, but there is a lack of oxygen. There is a too much cold. We cannot say we start shivering. Our mind is again engaged with how we can protect ourselves from cold. So we cannot see. So na ati uchritam. Even a hilltop is not good. Even height of asana is not good. Then na ati nicham. Then our asana, it should not be too low also. And why it is not so? What I have said yesterday, same. Insects can crawl on the body. You know, that is one Japanese Swamiji is always coming here every year. That Chetanananda, he said, it is his own experience. He says, I was sitting in the terrace of Rishikesh Ashram. He was doing meditation. He says, my eyes were closed and I felt somebody is scrolling on my body. Then I opened my eyes. Squirrel was there. He was just running all over the body. And he says, I ran away. So, not in Nicham also. We cannot sit down. Even it says, inside, can we take a cave? Guha. Can we sit in the meditation in the cave? Even cave is not the ideal place because generally people cannot be comfortable in the cave. There also, there are many insects are there. There also lack of oxygen may be there. So there are two meaning. Our asanam should be na uchritam na nicham, means not on the top of the mountain or not under the ground. At the same time, asana means it should be not too high, it should be not too low. Nati uchritam, sthiram, our asanam should be firm. Sthiram, it should be not wobble. Sthiram, and we have to sit. Three, we have to use three. Jaila, Ajina, Kusha, Uttaram. Here the meaning of Uttaram, Shankaracharya has written, is a Viparitaha. What is written 1, 2 and 3, it should be opposite. So first down portion will be Kushaha, second portion Ajinaha, and third one is Jailam. So we can start from Kushaha. That's why I have written Kushaha is the first one. It should be down below. It's a mat of grass. And why they use mat of grass? It says by using mat of grass, we cannot feel the dampness if it is in the earth. It can absorb. That's why we should keep. Second is ajinam, means deer skin. Yeah, deer skin, which is available freely in US, they said, because there are many deers. And deer skin considered as a sacred. So somebody asked Pujya Swamiji, why deer skin are considered as sacred? So Pujya Swamiji answered that I don't know, but he has replied, in our Indian culture, we never eat in somebody's dish, you know. We always say, is not muddy, is not shuchi. If somebody has eaten, we never eat. Only wife can share with husband. Even Shishya can eat from his guru's dish. But unknown people, we never take even small portion of annam. We say it is not good. Same way Pujya Swamiji says, deer, you never eat if somebody has eaten some small portion also. That much deer is choosy. Swamiji says, when I went to US, then they went some deer park. And he said, I went along with bunch of bananas. So 3 or 4 bunch banana I gave to deer. Deer ate everything. But one, I have just touched my tongue and took little bit portion and I gave to deer. it just run away. Means deer also did. That's why deer considered as a sacred. So ajinam means one should keep deer skin, and on top of it we can put a soft cloth. Chailam means soft cloth is a very good. So it helps in meditation. And again, what yesterday I said, while we sit in meditation, even while doing japa, or while even doing puja, there are some positive vibes, whatever say vibration is produced in our body. It should be remain within our body. It should not go out from our body. That's why this asana is necessary. And that's why this all sadhu, they wear wooden chappal. So they say our all that power, whatever they charge, it should not go inside the earth. That this is for meaning of asana. And then what will happen? Bhagavan says, having done all this, Atmanaha Pratisthapya. We have arranged oneself. So Pratisthapya means having arranged. Atmanaha means oneself. So this verse is not complete. It will be completed in 12th verse. So having seated in this asana, then what person should do? It is given in 12th. Tatra ekagram mana krutva yata chittendriya kriya upavishya asane yunjad yogam atma vishuddhai. But this description we will see next week. Any question? Clear? Want to ask anything? Anyone? No? Hemalata ji, no? Anyone? Anita ji? No? Okay. Question? Yeah. So shall we do Purnamada early? Okay.
Yeah.
Om
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guruvyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Harihi Om.